This episode of Indie Mogul is brought to you by The Final Destination. Get ready for the ultimate 3D trip on August 28th.
Indie Mogul.
Members of the National Socialist Party have conquered Europe through murder, torture, intimidation, and terror. And that's exactly what we're going to do to them. We will be cruel to the German. And through our cruelty, they will know who we are. And the German will not be able to help themselves from imagining the cruelty their brothers endured at our hands. And our boot heels. And the edge of our knives.
Good afternoon. I'm here to brief you on upcoming invasion plans on the United States summer box office. This report is highly detailed, so please bear with me, as men have died for this information. Intelligence has been tracking director Quentin Tarantino for some time now, and first became aware of Operation Inglourious Basterds around 10 years ago when it was in the planning stages. Tarantino began to mobilize his troops in 2001, and we know that Michael Madsen was supposed to lead the unit. However, Tarantino found that his battle plans were too complicated, plus other directors were planning similar assaults at the time. So Tarantino went off the grid, instead running joint operations in Asia. Then, in 2007, rogue director Robert Rodriguez lured him back to the States with his guerrilla Operation Grindhouse. The mission was a complete failure. It put Tarantino back together with this man, Harvey Weinstein, who agreed to finance Operation Inglourious Basterds. Madsen is out, and Tarantino's team will be led by Brad Pitt. Pitt is highly experienced, although his mission success rate is spotty. Pitt was going to be joined in the field by Adam Sandler, but Sandler was unable to comply as conflicted with another mission. Although we have updated Sandler's file, as we had no idea he was skilled in the tactics necessary for a Tarantino mission. Maybe he's not, but it's best to be prepared. So instead, Pitt will be backed up by a team of unknowns who have little to no experience in the field. We are concerned about this man, though, Christoph Waltz. Seemingly coming out of nowhere, intelligence suggests he could be a real threat. Thank you. Your excuse. Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you that we've just received word that Operation Inglourious Basterds has gone into effect. Unfortunately, we have little defenses to protect the U.S. box office, as our only teams entering the field are shorts and post-grad. God help us all. If you'll be patient, in a few moments we'll have some new intelligence reports coming in from the field. Thank you.
For 10 years, one franchise reinvented death. This Friday, death saved the best. Look out! For 3D.
Have you lost your mind?
The Final Destination.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Rated R starts Friday. Relive the first 3 movies on DVD.
The cake is a lie. What are you doing on my roof?
There have been a lot of World War II movies. It's Quentin Tarantino's original.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what
Well,
did you...
all of his movies are original.
The way they worded the movie and the way they ended the movie was excellent.
It's unexpected, and people want unexpected. People don't want the same old cliches.
It's definitely different, that's for sure.
Different good or different bad?
Different good. It's not the most historically accurate one, but it's definitely different.
You're gonna have to understand this is QT's flavor of a World War II movie, so you know, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt.
So it's just like Tarantino's fantasy.
It's not so much his fantasy. I think he's appealing to some people who, you know, would love to see some stuff. It was a wet dream. It wasn't even a good film.
I was actually wondering in my mind while I watched this if Quentin Tarantino was Jewish, because he was very sympathetic to the, to the Jews. I don't think he is.
Knowing that this is a free country, I think he did whatever he wanted to do with his film. I mean, it made, other people may find it offensive, obviously, but, it's at the end of the day, it's just a movie.
Killing Nazis is always in high fashion. So anytime you can do that and get away with it, it's all right with me.
No one's gonna complain.
No, I mean, what do you mean? Oh, the Nazi section will boycott this movie. Big deal. You know what I mean?
If you're gonna go see a movie about killing Nazis, don't expect like this big, masterpiece. No, you're just going for the violence.
What would you say to people who maybe feel this is maybe too violent?
Well, I mean, if you're going to go see a Quentin Tarantino movie, you wouldn't go see it if you were worried about it being too violent.
If you're going to see violence, you might as well go head on with it and see a lot of it and watch a Tarantino film, especially like this one.
But the acting was good.
Oh, who did you think did the best job acting-wise?
They were all good.
Whose movie was it? Who did the best job?
Probably Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, he was best?
He was the best in the movie.
A lot of people are probably gonna say Brad Pitt, but that's just because he's really humorous. But I sort of like the Colonel because he's just ridiculous in the movie.
The Colonel, the way he brought out Quentin Tarantino's words, it was like in every language he did, whether it was French or German or Italian, it brought out Tarantino's essence.
The Rare Jew, because he was just he just had so much anger inside of him, like he was just ready to burst.
And that's Eli Roth, right?
Yeah.
And he's a director. He doesn't usually act, so he did a good job.
Yeah, actually he did.
Tarantino's known for writing great female roles. Were the women good in this movie?
I like Shoshana a lot. She was very powerful, and she was just she's a badass.
Awesome. It's told in episodes.
Yes.
Did that work for you?
Yes, it did.
All his movies are in chapters. I thought it worked. Some chapters were better than others.
What were the best chapters?
The ones with Bastards.
The middle drag, I have to admit, but then that was the dialogue. Tarantino's, famous for his dialogue-driven movies.
What would you say to someone who's considering seeing this movie?
Go see a more realistic film.
If you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino, definitely see it. If you're not, it won't change your mind.
So what do you give the movie on a 1 to 10?
Probably about a 9.
8.5.
3. I'm being generous.
9.5.
8.
I give it a 10.
9.5.
8.5.
10.
Definitely a 10.
Yes, Quentin Tarantino puts his own spin on history, and audiences like it, giving it an 8.5. And don't forget, Inglourious Basterds is the focus of this week's one-sentence review challenge. If you've seen the movie, leave your 1 to 10 rating below, as well as your one-sentence review. Whoever writes the best one wins a free pair of AMC movie tickets. I'll announce the winner on Sunday on Movie Math. I'm Grace Randolph reporting from AMC Empire 25, and you've just gone beyond the trailer.